discuss to come upon that decision?
Well, what matters the most in real estate is location, location, location. So when you build a map-based application, you should probably do it for real estate rather than other assets. But it's also just the largest market that you could possibly imagine. A third of all consumer spending is home-related. I think it's also the most meaningful. You know, the people who are our customers are in these deeply altered states. They've just gotten a divorce, their parents have just died, they're having a baby, they got married, they've lost their job, they've gotten a new job, and life happens in those transitions much more intensely than at any other time. And so if you couple that with the fact that ask anyone on the street, could real estate be better? And most people would stop and say, oh, it could be so much better. It could be so much better. And you just feel like, well, this is the obvious thing to do. For me, the question wasn't, should we do it? It was, why hasn't anyone else done it before? It's so obvious that people want this. And what do they want? Like, we talked to consumers, they always said the same thing. They wanted a real estate agent who was completely on their side and not just a sales-driven, commission-oriented person. They wanted technology to make every step of the process better, and they wanted to save a boatload of money. They felt like the fees were too high in the United States. And so if you hear that over and over and over again, you cling to it. You know, I was just spending the weekend with a friend of mine who started a company where he's really concerned that he might have the wrong idea. And I just told him that when you're worried about your solution, just come back to the problem. Because that's what I did. We had the wrong solution, the wrong service for consumers over and over and over again. But I just came back to this safe place where I said, but I know something is wrong with real estate. So we have to try again. And I always felt that if Redfin went out of business, I'd have to watch somebody else start this business and do it right. And that was unbearable to me. So I think a lot of times the problem with most startups is the problem, that you've chosen a problem that isn't worth solving, that isn't a real problem. But if you actually find something that if you could solve it, people would pay you for it, you're at least 90% of the way there. Because, you know, let's say you had to build a flying car. Well, someone's going to do that. The challenge that most engineers can't abide is this idea that if we build it, no one will come. But if you come back to the engineering team with a problem where you say, this is the problem, and if we solve it, we'll make money and do something good, you'll find a way. The rest will be easy.
Easy.
Easier. I think most startups fail because they solve a problem that customers don't care about, not because they attempt a problem that